From Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut, this is The Pulse.
Hello, my name is Jordan Norkis.
And I'm PJ Sioka. Thank you for joining us.
We are happy to be bringing you this semester's first episode of The Pulse.
And we are very excited to be back.
While BuildOn is one of Sacred Heart's newest clubs, they have already made an impact, not just in the local community, but around the world. I spoke to a few members of the chapter about their recent service trip to Nepal. On January 3rd, 15 members of the Sacred Heart community traveled to Nepal, where they built a primary school through one of Sacred Heart's service organizations, BuildOn.
So BuildOn is a nonprofit philanthropy, but it's also, we'd like to say, a movement. BuildOn is unique because our students who get involved in it get to work with both local youth and with communities across the globe in building schools.
BuildOn's mission is to break the cycle of poverty, illiteracy, and low expectations through service and education.
Realizing that pretty much everybody in America is guaranteed an education is such a privilege that we don't recognize. And school is something that you can resent, and it's something, oh, I don't want to go to class today. But there are people who have never been to school a day in their life, and they would give anything to go.
After raising a total of $73,879, Sacred Heart's BuildOn chapter became the highest-ranked BuildOn team. They were finally ready to immerse themselves in the Nepali culture. Four to 5 hours of labor were set aside each day for the construction of the primary school.
Building the school consists of digging the foundation, first of all, which is what we focused a lot on. You have to dig the foundation 5.5 feet deep, and there's no heavy construction. It's all shovels, buckets, and your body. So we broke the ground, dug 5.5 feet deep in. We had to tie all of the rebar for the columns by hand. We had to pull those up by hand and mix the cement by hand, pour everything in by hand. Since the entire village came out to help, it went really, really quickly.
Illiteracy in Nepal contributes to higher birth rates, high HIV rates, and economic difficulties. About 1/3 of male adults and 2/3 of female adults are illiterate and without education.
In BuildOn's model, the community has to agree that the leadership team is 50% women and 50% men, and that the students who will be attending the school will be 50% girls. Because when you're building schools in communities where it's the poorest of the poor, if not everybody's going to get educated, it's the girls that get left out. And so when we come into the community and we are working with a leadership team of 4 out of 5 women and a huge contingent of women from Sacred Heart, it shows communities how much women can do. And then when you see on the work site that men and women show up and they're working in partnership and they're all doing the same job, you can see that when we work together, we can make such a huge difference.
Despite having so little, hope, faith, and family values are at the core of the Nepali culture.
Yes, it's one of the most economically impoverished countries in the world, yes. You didn't see that. You look around, everyone appreciates what they have. Nobody's greedy, nobody is trying to one-up each other. It's a family atmosphere there, and they were happy. It's just really telling of their culture and what they value there and the importance of family and true happiness.
My host mom one night said that she learned to read and write her name as an adult. That's the only thing she can write and read. And she said, just because I cannot read or write doesn't mean I don't have big dreams for my children. And we were working with her community to help make those dreams come true.
Members hope to take everything they've experienced in Nepal and use it as a platform to establish BuildOn as a big movement on campus and within the Bridgeport community.
When you get involved in an activity like this, you can see that it's possible to really do more than you thought it was possible by working with other people.
BuildOn isn't just a one-person thing, it takes an army, and although 16 of us went on this trek to Nepal, so many other people were involved in it in their own little ways. In whatever way that was, the school could not have been built without it, and I just wanted to thank every single person that made this possible from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of the rest of our hearts.
This has been Jordan Orcus reporting for The Pulse.
When we return, a look at club football's most successful season yet.
Plus, how the Sacred Heart community came together to display some serious pioneer pride. Stay with us.
When you choose to become a part of our pioneer family, you take pride in our philosophy.
Opportunities, knowledge,
leadership,
confidence, trust. It's on us.
to take care of each other on and off the field.
And if we see something, we say something. Sexual assault is a serious issue.
We cannot look past it, because it can happen to anyone, at any time.
It's on us. To not sit back, to not keep quiet.
We speak up to keep each other safe.
Because in our pioneer family,
We protect our friends.
We intervene when they need us most.
It's on us.
It's on Shu.
It's on you.
Welcome back to The Pulse. Last semester, the Sacred Heart Club football team won their first ever national championship. Producer Corey Gittleman and I had the opportunity to speak to some team members, as well as their award-winning coach, about their most successful season yet.
It was just 3 years ago when the Sacred Heart University Athletic Department decided to start a club football program on campus. This past season, the team won their very first national championship, with numerous players being named All-Americans. One player in particular played a large role in the success and heart of the club football team, and that was senior captain Brian Moore, an All-American first-team defenseman.
It's an honor because, we put in a lot of hard work throughout the year, and it's nice to be recognized for it. So, I'm very happy to get recognized. Last year we lost a lot of good seniors, so I know we had a lot of good freshmen coming in too, bigger guys. So I didn't know what to expect, and once we started practicing together, we came together and realized that we had some real talent on the team. So that's when we started thinking we can win these games. After our Vermont game, which was like our first game, we went out there and we really handed it to them, and everyone was working really hard and everyone got really hyped after we won. So I saw that those guys really wanted to play and they really wanted to win. I love the sport, and just being able to play it again is amazing. And then winning the national championship after only 3 years of playing is just unbelievable. Never expected that.
A championship team does not come directly from the talent of its players, but also from the hard training and direction from the team's coach. The Club League recognized Sacred Heart Club football coach Greg Jones as the Coach of the Year, although he feels that the award should belong to the entire coaching staff for their hard work.
When I took the job 3 years ago, obviously I have confidence in myself and I have confidence in my boss Ray, and we knew that we would take this in a different direction and provide another winning team. But if you'd asked me if I had a national championship by my third year, I would have told you you're kidding. There's something different about winning a conference championship. There's something cool to win that in your first year. Obviously, second year is disappointing, but to win a national championship and have it say national championship, I don't think it's hit me really yet. I knew we could potentially run the table, but if the kids wanted to work at it. And of course, you have the bumps and bruises along the way, but at that moment, I didn't think national championship. I thought, hey, at least we're going to probably win the conference again. But, obviously, dreams come true. These kids have worked their tails off for me, and as a coach, you can't ask for more than that. I'd like to think that, Brian Moore, Rory McCain, Ben Burke, Dalvin Charles, Curtis Sutherland, Amir Drazi, Mark, the list goes on of kids that played defense for me, and they would all run through a brick wall, not only for me, not for the coaching staff, but for each other. And, I don't win Coach of the Year, and honestly, it should be coaching staff of the year. It's not about me, it's never about one person, but they really made me look like a great coach. Well, we're losing a lot of seniority. We're losing a lot of leadership. Brian Moore is a 3-time captain. Like Rory McCain who's a captain. We're losing a lot of guys that were like players and coaches on the field. Coaches on the field to me. But we have kids now that have learned how to win. Obviously, losing players in key positions is going to be very difficult for us. But if you can replace those guys with kids that understand that you have to play the full 60 minutes, understand you got to put the work in the weight room, you got to put work in the classroom, and you know, being in club, you're a little bit disadvantaged because you're not set to a certain standard. If the kids can come and go, then they can come and go. I can't force them to do anything, and nor do I have to. But these kids have understood how to work, how to stay together, and I think that we're going to be in a good spot. Just because the kids that are returning to replace the kids that are leaving, because the kids that didn't play much last year are going to step into the kids that are unfortunately graduating and leaving me.
As the senior players will be graduating this semester, the team must continue training and focusing on defending their national title. Until next season, this has been Corey Gittleman and PJ Sioka for The Pulse.
Student government kicked off the new semester with their annual event, Big Red's Winter Wonderland. Here is Kelsey Orr with more.
Hi everyone, we're here at Big Red's Winter Wonderland. It seems like everyone's having a good time. Let's go check it out.
Big Red's Winter Wonderland is an event organized by the student government to welcome students back to the new semester. Music, games, food, and even ice skating attracted many students to attend the event.
So I think this event is a great way to kick off spring semester. So it's the first real event that student government is putting on since we've been back. It's a nice welcome week back, and it kind of ends the week off on a good foot and allows everyone to kind of get back together and do something fun all as a big community.
Traditionally, student government puts on a winter-themed event, but this year they decided to put a twist on the typical carnival.
Last year we did a snowflake ball, so this year we were going to continue the tradition of doing a winter event, but my board and I kind of came up with a different idea. This year we're doing more of like a winter carnival theme instead of kind of doing more of like a dance-related event.
Students can look forward to more events from student government throughout the semester. For The Pulse, Kelsey Orr, Fairfield, Connecticut.
Pack the Pit is not your ordinary college basketball game. The annual event hosted by student government brings the Sacred Heart community together with fun for fans and players. Here is Sabrina Garone with more.
Hi everyone, I'm here at the Pitt Center for Student Government's annual Pack the Pit event. Everyone's heading inside, so let's go check it out.
Student Government's annual event, Pack the Pit, attracts students from all over campus to show support for Sacred Heart basketball. The Pioneers took on the LIU Brooklyn Blackbirds in a game broadcast on ESPNU. Between raffles, food, and free swag, the members of the student government have worked hard to put this event together.
I was in charge of spearheading Pack the Pit this year. What I did was work alongside Chris O'Connor and the athletic department, talking to Panhandle, IFC, and getting everyone here and the giveaways and all the advertising to just make sure it's an overall great event.
The stands were filled at the Pitt Center Gymnasium, and the spirit of the Sacred Heart community was on full display.
As you can see, there's a ton of people here, and it's important for us to have pride for our school and our sports teams and just come together.
This has been Sabrina Garone reporting for The Pulse.
You know, Jordan, I attended this game, and it was actually a very close one. Sacred Heart coming up short, 69-60, but it was a great game to watch.
I'm sure it was. I mean, it's absolutely a great opportunity for our players to be featured on ESPNU.
And show some school spirit, am I right?
Absolutely. After the break, the impact one sport has had on one child's life.
Plus, how the town of Fairfield brings the local community together with food and fun. Stay with us.
I started at Sacred Heart University in 1999.
It's been incredible to see the changes we've gone through.
Clearly we were on a growth path for many years, and I think all the signs were leading towards us becoming a school.
Being a school of communications allows us a lot of flexibility.
It makes us more competitive with other schools.
It's like we really arrived, and I think we got here because of the great students who came before and kind of brought us to this point.
Becoming a school really acknowledges all the amazing work that our students, our staff, and faculty do.
Students get involved immediately here. You don't have to wait until you're a junior. You could come in as a freshman and get involved. We have organizations and clubs.
It's very much about the future. So it really is about what we can do moving forward, that this is going to set us up so that our graduate programs are going to be able to grow and improve, that our undergraduate programs are going to grow and build.
All that's going to help us do what we've been doing all along even better.
Welcome back. Here in the States, baseball is known as America's pastime. But for one child in the Dominican Republic, it is a game that has changed a lifetime. Here's James Tauble with the story.
Baseball in the Dominican Republic is more than just a game. It is a tool that can allow people to do amazing things. Let me introduce you to Angel. Angel was born with motor and sensory issues. Because of these complications, he was unable to communicate and interact with the kids his age. But baseball gave him a second chance.
Ángel llegó aquí a Play, a la puerta Play. Como tenía un niño especial, como se le dice, especial, él llegó aquí a la puerta del Play, el papá lo dejó ahí en la puerta, yo lo vi, nadie lo quería, lo llamé y lo traje aquí al grupo, al equipo. No, la forma de él, desde que lo vi, no era un niño normal, físicamente y verbalmente, me di cuenta y algo me tocó como que para que lo ayudara. Él ha cambiado, fue muy diferente. Cuando él llegó solo nada más decía palabras obscenas y ya muy diferente, ya sabe batear, hace swing con el bate, se defiende aparando. Ya dentro de los niños era un problema constante, ya no, ya es amistoso, ya está dentro de ellos. También bien, ha cambiado mucho.
Coach Rosa gave Angel the attention he needed. Over the years, his coaching and mentorship has not only turned Angel into a ball player, but into a friend.
No, es algo muy bueno, muy lindo, muy bonito, porque a lo primero fue muy difícil, pero ya ellos se han acostumbrado y la disciplina y todo ha sido algo muy lindo ya. Él ha cambiado mucho, mucho, mucho. Cambiado ya un 90% ya de un 100%. Claro, con los compañeros también ya es amistoso. Lo primero era un problema, muchos pleitos diarios con diferentes, 3, 4, 5 pleitos. Pero ya no, ya él viene, comparte con ellos y ya él es un niño que ya se puede introducir y dejarlo a confianza dentro de los demás.
Angel is now able to live life the way he always dreamed of. Some people say baseball is just a sport, but for Angel, it's home. Reporting for The Pulse, this is James Tauble.
Taste of Fairfield is an annual event that gives local restaurant owners the chance to connect with the community while supporting a great cause. Here's reporter Ryan Cosner and producer Michael Latito with more.
We're here today at BuildOn Country Club for the third Taste of Fairfield event, hosted by Town Vibe, the Fairfield magazine. We're just here to come check it out, see what it's all about, and see all the great food. Here at Fairfield's BuildOn Country Club on January 28th is the third annual Taste of Fairfield event hosted by Town Vibe. This is the first Winterfest event. Town Vibe, the local Fairfield magazine, hosts this event to help benefit businesses within the local area. They invite restaurants, chefs, distillers, and wine purveyors, new and old, to attend and showcase their goods for 300 to 500 guests who attend.
Well, this is the Taste of Fairfield Winterfest, and it's put on by Fairfield Magazine, Town Vibe.
And you know, it's really a great way to showcase all the restaurants in the Fairfield area. I mean, there's so many great restaurants and so many great vineyards and distillers, and it's a good way for them to show off all their stuff. And it's a Sunday in January, and what better thing could you possibly do on a Sunday in January? So we invite all the restaurants to come, you know, some that are people's favorites and some that are new. And so we invite them to come and show off their stuff.
While walking around the event, we discovered a table that captured our attention. This was the table of local pizza shop owner Marty from Fire Engine Pizza Company.
This is our first time at the Taste of Fairfield. We were invited a few weeks ago, asked to be here. And today we have our Active Valor. It's a pomegranate mule with Valor vodka, one of the local vodkas that we prefer to use. And we'll be serving our loaded mashed potato pizza and our Mackenzie Rose pizza.
This event isn't just great for businesses like Marty's to get the chance to promote their delicious foods and drinks, but to also raise money for a great cause with the Operation Hope Foundation.
People are here feeding themselves, but Operation Hope feeds people who, you know, can't afford to feed themselves. And so some of the proceeds from today's event are going to go to Operation Hope. They're based, you know, it's more than just a food bank. It's, you know, they have pretty serious operations to help people eat and a place to stay, and they're right here in Fairfield.
The Taste of Fairfield's Winterfest is an extremely popular family-friendly atmosphere, making it a great event for people of all ages, and Sunday's attendance didn't disappoint. The Taste of Fairfield will be back in action again for 2 more days this October during Fairfield's Restaurant Week. Make sure you don't miss out on all the delicious food and festivities. Reporting for The Pulse, this has been Ryan Cosner and Michael Latito, Fairfield, Connecticut.
I don't know about you, PJ, but I am pretty hungry after that.
I honestly couldn't agree more, Jordan. I wonder what else Fairfield has to offer. That's all the time we have for today. I'm PJ Sioka.
And I'm Jordan Orkis. We'll see you next time on The Pulse.